Good afternoon from Jonesboro, Arkansas, January 18th, 2022. And this video is going to be different than most. Usually I hit record and don't really know what I'm going to say other than just the basic content. But today, like the President of the United States, I'm going to be reading from a teleprompter or my computer. Because, I actually wrote it down today. Okay, here we go. When it comes to Tesla, there's a lot of things that people don't understand who don't follow the industry. There's things they don't understand about Tesla and how they save billions of dollars in ways that traditional auto manufacturer or legacy auto, as some people call it, cannot do. For instance, Tesla saves billions a year doing these things different. They save an incredible amount of money by having zero dealerships. Now, I have not researched this. Okay, I'm off script now. I have not researched this, but I would not be surprised if I find out this isn't true, but I'm pretty certain it is because I don't know how Ford or GM dealerships actually work, but I know how Domino's Pizza franchisees work and how most franchisees work. And usually you pay a fee to the corporate office, and then you got to pay for all the national advertising. Corporate don't pay for national advertising. The franchisees do on top of their royalties and other things. And corporate like Domino's corporate actually makes money from their franchisees. But I don't think that's the case with dealerships. But do they pay a franchise fee? I haven't researched it, but I do know whatever the markup is that the dealers charge, well, the manufacturer could get that if it wasn't for the dealership. And so it's kind of comparing apples to oranges to compare a Domino's Pizza franchisee to a Ford dealership. All right, now Tesla spends no money on advertising. GM in 2020 is the latest figures I could find. General Motors, they spent $2.2 billion in 2020 on advertising. $2.2 billion. That's $2,200 million. If you had a pallet with $1 million stacked on it, $100 bills, it would take 2,200 of those pallets to equal what they spent on advertising in 2020. Ford, $1.8 billion. Tesla, zero. Tesla also sells carbon credits to Ford, GM, and other, not just auto manufacturers, but anybody who wants to buy them, I guess, because the way it works, you're only allowed to use so many carbon credits if you're a manufacturer. If you have extra, you can sell them to people who are going to go over. It sounds like a complete and utter scam, and it sounds totally stupid. But Tesla is in their right to sell these, and they're doing it lawfully. There's nothing illegal about it. And Ford and GM, from what I understand, they have no choice but to buy them unless they want to pay huge fines or something. At least that's the way I think it works. But the bottom line is Tesla makes money on selling carbon credits. Ford and GM has to lose money by buying them from Tesla or somebody. And another thing, and Tesla does not have your typical customer. They're kind of like Apple. I mean, people absolutely love Apple products, or they despise them just for the sake of despising them, just for the sake of hating them. And Tesla's the same way. Not all Tesla customers, not even the majority, but quite a few are very loyal, almost like fanboys. Not to use a derogatory term, but almost like fanboys, where Tesla can do no wrong, and no matter what, they will buy Tesla, and they won't even consider anything else. Now, a lot of people make fun of what they call Apple fanboys, and they do Tesla fanboys as well. Make fun of the situation if you want to. But if you are a company seeking profit, then that's an awesome thing to have, so long as you can keep them from almost worshiping your product without ceasing, without end. Another thing, Tesla does make an incredible product. They do have some problems with body panels not lining up with some cars. One video I watched, the guy's doorknob tore up on his new Tesla twice within 6 months. That's one car out of a whole bunch, but it's not the only one that's had doorknob problems. Their problems are not with the battery, it's not with the motor, it's not with the drivetrain. Their problems seem to be with weather stripping, with body panels, and with door handles, and just goofy stuff. That just makes it even more irritating. But they are leaps and bounds ahead of the competition. Legacy Auto cannot make an EV that compares to Tesla in technology, range, charging speeds, or in any other factor while actually making a profit doing it. First, they can't compete in those areas anyway, and they certainly can't do it while making a profit doing it. As they gear up to make more EVs, they're going to have to spend billions upon billions retooling their factories and actually learning how to make EVs. I've heard people say, "Hey, Ford and GM, they've made cars forever, so this won't be a problem." There's a world of difference between making the two, and they're going to find out, and they're probably already finding out. And as Elon Musk said, prototypes are easy, production is hard. What I just discussed is some of the reasons why Tesla has now made a profit 12 or 13 quarters in a row. I don't remember exactly how much, but somewhere in that neighborhood. And their last reported quarter, September 30th, 2021, their net profit after everything, $1.6 billion for 3 months, a 439% increase year over year. Their 12-month net profit ending September 30th. So September 30th, 2020 to September 30th, 2021, $3.46 billion. Rounded off, $3.5 billion, which is a 561% increase year over year. But as they produce more and more, they're making more and more money. Whereas Legacy Auto, most of them lose money with every electric car they sell. With every electric car they sell, they lose money. With every electric car Tesla sells, they make money. Tesla is very efficient. And that's why I don't really care about their PE ratio. The Tesla haters will say that their valuation is too high, that it's not worth the price they're paying because of the valuation. And I think back to Amazon. For years, I would not invest in Amazon. Why? The PE ratio was through the roof. 200, 300, I think 400 or more sometimes. It just wasn't worth it. But something I've learned from that mistake of not investing in Amazon, and yes, it was a mistake. Something I learned from it is, if a company is taking over the world, then you pay less attention to the PE ratio. It still matters. It just don't matter as much. And I really believe Tesla is taking over the world. I believe we're seeing the birth of one of the largest companies on the planet. That's going to be one of the largest companies on the planet for at least a couple of decades. Of course, I'm not that smart, and I could be wrong. But I think this video is going to age well. We will see. I may wind up looking like an idiot in 5 years from now. The biggest advantage Tesla has over Ford, GM, Volkswagen, Hyundai, take your pick, is they have figured out how to make electric vehicle manufacturing profitable. Nobody else has done that. Tesla has already figured it out, and they've got years worth of advantages over Legacy Auto. That's enough bloviating for today.